Well, Linc Incorporated is a 22-year-old nonprofit community-based organization that provides residential reentry services for people who've been formerly incarcerated. At least that's one of our programs is residential. And we have a myriad of programs for people returning from prison. So primarily, we are a reentry agency. What inspired me to start Linc is my brother whose name is Marvin E. Roberts, who spent some time in Vietnam, found himself struggling with heroin addiction. And as a result of his heroin addiction, found himself incarcerated. And as a result, he, what I feel, took my childhood away because anytime you have a sibling or a family member struggling with substance use who lives in the same household, sometimes takes away from that individual. As a result, I found myself going to apologize to my brother one day, late 1997. And that particular day that I decided that I would go and apologize, on my way to apologize to him, he passed away. So I never got the chance to apologize. So I got with a friend of mine named Tracy Ray, and we founded what is now called Leading Into New Communities. Over the last 22 years, we have probably served well over 2,500 men and women who have been impacted by incarceration. Really offer every service that John Q. Public would need in order to be successful. Housing, case management, transportation, substance use services, health and medical services, behavior intervention, and as grandmama would say, and just the ability to be nice. And any service that participant needs that we might not have thought about, we try to provide that too. We try to provide whatever it takes to ensure a person's success, even forgiveness. At our residential campus, it is a 45-bed campus. Our capacity is 25 men and 20 women. Both the men and the women have separate accommodations. And the only accommodations that we provide that is not separate is the laundry room and the exercise room. We have an urban farm on our campus where we grow food to include. We also have chickens. We are restoring our beekeeping program. And yeah, we use that farm when as we have created the farm. We created the farm more as a object lesson because we believe that all principles of life operate on the law of the farm. And what we mean by that is you have to plant, you have to plan, you have to keep the weeds out and keep the ground fertile, and you have to keep planting, even recognizing that during that process, the birds are going to eat some of the seed. The weeds are going to choke some of the seeds out, and the sun might even scorch some of the seeds, but some will still grow. But since we don't have the divine knowledge to know which seeds are going to grow that we plant, our objective is to keep planting. And so we try to relate to residents through the farm object lesson. You have to keep looking for employment, even if people tell you no, but you got to keep asking and keep looking. You have to plan before you go out to get the employment, and it takes literal planning and preparation. And you have to keep the negative thoughts out, which is keeping the weeds out. So that's one of the centerpieces of our program, is the farm. We try to make sure it's therapeutic with how we interact, but also in its appearance. And we like to think it's state of the art. And so we have impacted families, individuals who have had children. We also house women who have been pregnant, women who have had infants. So I'd like to think that we have impacted our community in a significant way, especially with housing individuals as well as helping individuals find employment. But there is one effort that we are also thankful that we had the opportunity to impact, and that was able to work with the county and the city to what we call ban the box, and that is taking the question off of that initial application that asks, have you ever been convicted of a crime? So we was able to work with the county and the city, and they took those questions off of the initial application. And as a result, now people have more of an opportunity to find employment with the city and the county without being discriminated against. Several ways you can donate just by showing up and coming to fill out a volunteer application. That's one way that you can donate your time and your talent and your treasure. You can also go to our website and click on the donate button and provide any type of donation that way. Or you can just give us a call. And our telephone number is 910-332-1132. And our website address is www.lincnc.org. And you could also, we consider this a donation, tell your friends and family how to be more forgiving. That is probably one of the most major ways that we can continue to be successful and to continue to ensure individuals returning from prison have a chance. And that's if we look from within like I had to do and be more forgiving and treat people like people.